Good evening, taxpayers of Cumberland County and parents of the West Shore School District. Welcome to the Midnight Edition where we'll be howling out some truths tonight. And this is the Watchdog Report. So, it's funny. Apparently, word got around in Cumberland County that the Bowling Point is on vacation, but ha ha ha, we're still watching. And thank you for the taxpayers, and thank you to the parents that keep us informed. So, I get this little gem yesterday, and I was like shaking my head, like, "Are you like you're really killing me, right?" I really thought the parent was kidding me, and they weren't. And so here's what's happening. So we already know that the West Shore School District, the conservative board, just the conservative, okay, were sued for violation of the Sunshine Act violation of the Sunshine Act. Okay, in reference to when we decided that we needed a new solicitor. And I say we because most of the parents that have two peas for a brain did not want the former solicitor that we have. And that's just the truth. Okay. So, of course, we have, debt heads, that decided to sue because they wanted the buddy to remain, in that position of solicitor. And all this was orchestrated, as the discovery papers have proven, by Abigail Turney, and she called her minions in, and they created this whole big drama, okay, of having all these people come into these meetings and start a ruckus. Among them, we had Sherry Moyer and Krasinski and Stoltenberger, former school board members, showing up, putting up these theatrics, okay. And of course, we had, the York Dispatch, was in worth 2 cents, pen lies, assisting them in promoting their lies. And not only does the discovery paper show that it was Abigail Turney and her minions behind it, it even spells out exactly what they needed to do in these meetings, okay? And these board meetings that we all remember that went on for 2, 3, and 4 hours of them just yelling like idiots, at the conservative board. All right, so this created a bogus lawsuit. Now, there is a lie being spread by the 9 that sued and their minions that the board settled because the board lost. And it's a big victory for the community. All that is BS, my people. The truth is that during the deposition, the truth came out that these 9 were suing, and it was politically and religiously based. And they were losing sorely, and they didn't want truth to come out. So they actually asked the 5 conservative board members to settle. And the 5 had to sit down and think about it. And because they knew that if they would pursue, it was going to cost you, the taxpayer, more money, they decided to settle. But now the left is trying to declare this as a victory. No, you begged them to settle. They were winning. Everything was going to wind up showing that they, which they are, innocent. They did you a favor. Okay. And the reason they did you a favor was to protect the taxpayer, because honestly, I have been in that board, I would have not settled. And I would have encouraged the others not to. But let's continue. So this little gem was given to me. So we have a group that has been promoting Terry Mickle. Okay, and she already proved herself in the last meeting, if you guys remember, to be a groomer. Okay, so they're promoting her, but they also were applauding and helping the 9 idiots that decided to sue the school board. So this is their plea for money. They want the taxpayer now to help cover the legal expenses that remain for the 9 community members that sued the board and asked the board to settle. And here it goes. And you can find this on their Facebook page. Last year, 9 courageous neighbors took a stand for transparency in our school. They mounted a legal challenge to the West Shore School Board majority's decision to hire a solicitor behind closed doors without following an open process to select the best qualified solicitor. So if the 5, like they said, decided this behind closed door, then how was it possible for Adam Trone, the day before the vote, for him to come and try to bribe David Brinton? So how is it possible that Adam Trump took it upon himself to break the law in bribing another elected representative the day before the votes? So it was not secret, was it? Oh, but they won't say that. Last month, the board approved a settlement of this case, ensuring that an objective request for proposal (RFP) process and thorough evaluation be used to select a new solicitor. Well, they never um, said they weren't going to do an RFP, and in reality, was an RFP really needed? Okay, or was Mrs. Say contract already expired? Who's to say? Okay, this is a victory for our community. Oh God, please. By fighting for accountability came, but fighting for accountability came at a cost. You think? The plaintiff incurred roughly $15,000 in legal fees. While many of you have contributed to this endeavor, we still need to raise $7,200 to cover the final costs. The plaintiff stepped up for us. Now it's our turn to support them. If you are able, please chip in whatever you can to help cover these legal expenses. Every contribution makes a difference. Contributions will be forwarded to the law firm of Ream, Carr, Markey, Woshin, and Hunter, who represented the plaintiff. Information on how to donate is on our website. Let's show appreciation for those who stood up for integrity in our schools together. These people are idiots. First of all, guys, they're gaslighting you because they're not. I mean, they're so disgusting that they can't even give you the truth as to how all this really happened and why they approached the 5 conservative board members to settle, because they had egg on their face and they were scared that the truth was going to come out. Okay, the truth of that everything was politically motivated and religiously motivated. But you see, West Shore United is too busy supporting and financing this woman here, Terry Mickle, and making sure that they purchase all the programs for the football team, okay, so that they can promote Terry and promote Terry wherever they can, that they can't even help their 5 little heroes or 9 little heroes here, pay them at their legal bills. And honestly, the community shouldn't have to pocket this out. Now, if they were going to be sincere, okay, I'm going to show you what this should have really read like, okay? So, this is my version of what that should have really said. A legal drama nobody asked for, featuring 9 litigants, 1 costly meltdown, and 0 victories. Last year, 9 community members donned their capes of righteousness and charged into battle against the West Shore School Board, seeking transparency and apparently a very expensive reality check. They demanded a better process for selecting the district solicitor because nothing says civics and nothing says civic duty like a lawsuit. Fast forward, after months of legal wrangling, awkward depositions, and enough dramatic flair to feel a soap opera, the board agreed to settle. Not out of guilt, mind you, but because the deposition revealed a politically and religiously tangled mess that made everyone look just a little bit foolish and who wants their ideological laundry aired in public. So no, they didn't win. They begged for a settlement like a cat stuck in the tree yelling, "I meant to be up here." Legal bill? Oh yes. They racked up $15,000 in fees. And that's not to even discuss the $100,000 that the school district's insurance covered. So, yes, they racked up $15,000 in fee. And now instead of a trophy they've earned, debt to the tune of $7,200. Cue the GoFundMe violins. They're now asking the community to bail them out of a crusade that cost the district over $100,000. Because what says fiscal responsibility like lighting taxpayers' money on fire? Before you crack open your wallet, maybe ask, why should anyone donate a cent until the whole truth sees daylight? Gaslighting the community shouldn't come with financial rewards and a charity drive. Let's hold off the hero parade until the facts are fully revealed and stop subsidizing foolishness disguised as virtue. That is what that should have read like. If we're going to talk truth, that's the truth. So that being stated, guys, again, the 5 conservative board were found innocent. They saw it. They knew they were losing. They were trying to save face. They begged for them to settle, and they did, not because they deserved it. They did it to protect the taxpayer from further debt. Okay, so what should we do with this beg here, this cry and begging of money for these people? We should take this, we should tear it in two and use it for a bonfire. I wanted to say something else, but I'm not, because it would have been less nice. So take that trash and throw it where it should be, in the trash. And don't be foolish. Do not open a cent. Do not give these people a cent. God bless.
Oh, I'm trapped again. And fate has always has me wrapped again. I always get caught in my life of sin, but I just keep on going back again. You know I'm lost again, when all I wanted was to find a friend, someone that I can always depend on to help me find my life again.